Hi, this is Amin, and in this video I would like to show you how to configure a DHCP server with different VLANs in the packet tracer, and also at the end we're gonna assign different networks to different access points in order to have a wireless network. So let's go one by one and see. This is the initial concept. So 4 VLANs, and as we would like to have different VLANs, so we do need what? We do need a switch, so multi-layer switch. Imagine this is our data center, and so it is here. What else do we need in our data center? Maybe a router, but not for that project. A server. So the server, that would be our DHCP server. So this is our server, and what else do we need? In order to make it somehow more fancy, add a cable modem and a wireless controller, so this one, and also a computer. So always there is a computer inside the data centers in order to do the management, to do the controlling stuff, or to manipulation, tweaks, changing all of the configurations. So there will be a computer here. And in this scenario, we're going to consider what? We're going to consider a 3-floor office. So what do we need? At least 3 switches, and each one will represent 1 floor. So floor 1, then go to that one to floor 2, and that one to floor 3. Okay, perfect. So we have 3 floors, 3 switches for that, and a core switch. So let's connect everything. FA2, for example, to this port, to this device, FA1 to this device, FA3 to this device. It's better to use a straight cable instead of cross. So to that one, and here I'm gonna connect all of them to FA01, to the layer 2 switches, and here. So that's it. Let's start the configurations. The first, let's go for which one? Maybe DHCP server, just IP addresses. So what is the IP address? So 192.168.1.2, and the gateway will be 192.168.1.1. This is the interface VLAN 1 IP address. I'm gonna add that for the gateway. So .1.2, we're good so far. Here, go to the configuration mode. I'm gonna choose 10 and 0, and same router .1.1. So I think we're good. And also for the computer, this is at the administrator situation. It is better. It's not a must, but it is better to have a static IP address for that. So go for 15, and again the same gateway. So far we're good at that part. So let's go for the other part. Let's do the configuration of the switch. No, and so let's see what do we have here. In order to make everything simple, so bring that one up, that one here, and that one here. Let's see what do we have. In order to make the video faster, these are the configurations. I type them down here and just I copy and paste. So let's see them. So enable config terminal hostname. I'm going to change it to the core. We have 4 VLANs, which are here, we can see. So VLAN 1, 2, 3, 4. For each VLAN, there will be an interface VLAN 1, no shot, IP address 192.168.1.1, 255.255, 0. A description for that, maybe the local, an IP helper address. This is the IP. What is this? With this command line, we will say to the users, to the switches, that this is the way, this is the interface, or this is the device that can help you, this is the address that can help you to find your DHCP server. So for interface VLAN 1, for interface VLAN 2, again, no shot, IP address, something like that, description, and the helper. So as we can see, these two IP addresses are different networks. So what do we need here? Interface VLAN routing, or inter-VLAN routing. As this is a multi-layer switch, it will be able to do it for us. And then interface VLAN 3, we can see here the same .2.1, .3.1, .4.1, one of them for guests who are inside a company or the office to use the internet. For the users or for the employees, maybe we can change it to employees, or the member, and finally the member of the board. And what else, as long as we are talking about different VLANs, so what do we need? We need trunk ports. So we're going to do what? We're going to assign 10 interfaces. So interface range FA01 to 10, switch port trunk encapsulation.1Q. This is the protocol of trunking on layer 2 switches. And then switch port mode trunk. Finally, exit IP routing. This is for inter-VLAN routing. And then we can maybe do write and end. This is all of the configurations. So let's copy them, copy, come here, and paste. All of them are right. And we can see here, when we change the status of an interface, what will happen? The interface will be down and then up. So to verify that, make sure run IP routing, hostname core, and look, all these interfaces from 1 to 10, all of them are trunk. And look, interface VLAN 1, IP address, IP helper, interface VLAN 2, description, the MAC address, whatever we want is here. So we are done with the core switch. Let's go for these. And also, what do we need? In order to make sure that the DHCP is working correctly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just, the goal of this video is to make a wireless access point, but now I'm gonna just add them to show you how DHCP will work based on different VLANs. So here, next step, what should we do? These interfaces 05, 06, and 07, these are trunks, so there's nothing to do related to these interfaces here. But at that part, what should we do? We should do just do the access. I mean, these interfaces and switch port mode access and access to VLAN 2 for the guests, maybe the first floor, to the users, and imagine this is a front desk. And that one will be the member of the boards or the boards. So these interfaces should be access, and also two interface for each switch. And the other one for what? For come here, yep, lightweight access point. So I'm going to just add them here, and then I will connect them towards the switch. So open that one up, come here, and let's see the configuration. What will be? So look, enable config terminal, hostname floor 1, all of the VLANs. Maybe for future, it is good to have all of the VLANs on switches on each one. So interface range fast from 0 to 3, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 2, do write memory, and end. So let's copy and come here and just paste. You want me to verify that? Why not? Sure, run. Easy, just these two interfaces are in access mode, and that's it. So we are done with switch number 1. Let's go to the switch number 2. The VLAN 3, just copy, come here. Look, the same scenario. When we hit on the enter button, what will happen? The interface status will change, so it's going to be down and up. So again, the same. Look what happened here, and bring that one up. So for the floor 3, we will have VLAN 4. Just copy, come here, and the last one paste, and we're done. Nothing more. And it is written, and yeah, let's wait for them to be up, but we can verify. We can come here, IP configuration, and go to the DHCP. Wait. Maybe the first attempt will be failed. Yep. Static DHCP. And not yet. Oh, maybe this is the problem. My bad. Wait. Service DHCP. Yep. We should work on the DHCP. So, how let's configure the DHCP. The first one, let's go for the VLAN 192.168.1.1, the default gateway, which will be the interface VLAN IP address, which is here. There's no need for the DNS, and it is good to have some IP addresses for reserve. So let's start from 20, and these, and that one will be a wireless LAN controller address is this one. So I think we're good. We can save this one here. Let's go to the pool number 2 for the VLAN 2. Just change 1s to 2, add it here, 3. So let's come here, 3 and 3, and add it here, and finally 4 and 4, and add it. It should be 4 as well. 4 and add it here. Let's check all of them are correct. So server pool 1.1.1.20, so it is good. Server pool 2.1 from 2.20, and this is good. Here there is a problem. It should be, there's a mistake. 3, save, and 4. So all of them are correct. As long as I'm seeing there is no problem, turn on the DHCP right now. So let's check again the IP configurations, and everything is good. Now the DHCP should work. And yeah, there you go. So from 220, just to verify the DHCP is working. And also in an office, maybe, I don't know, there are lots of computers. Not the point here is not just for the wireless. We can assign even interface for the users. So perfect. All of them are okay. So far everything is okay. I mean, the DHCP is working, the router, inter-VLAN routing, and we can even, do what? For example, let's first IP config. This is my IP, so I can ping 192.168.4.1, different range, the 3.1 to verify. Yeah, inter-VLAN routing is working as well. So the next step, let's go for the wireless LAN controller. What was the IP address? It was 1.10. Yeah, we come here, go to the web browser, 192.168.1.10. The first attempt should be on HTTP, not HTTPS. And in the packet tracer, look, they're blinking. It means they're working. But in the packet tracer, the first attempt to connect to the wireless LAN controller, it takes forever, and it's very bad. You have to wait for that. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna turn these access points on. This is on. Bring that one on. Also on. So let's see. Yep, it's up. So just make an account. Username maybe admin. The password admin123. Admin123. So a name for the office. and everything is good. Time is Canada, NTP server, management IP address 192.168.1.10, the same IP address that we've assigned to that. 255, 255, 255.0, default gateway 192.168.1.1, which is the interface VLAN IP address, and I think we're good. Next, assign a name again. Look, for the sake of security and that reasons, it is better to choose various passwords, different names, but because I'm just telling you how to do that, I'm not going to make you confused. And then, so I choose the same name, so the password will be the same, admin123, and admin123 with capital A, next, and I think we're good to go. Apply. So it's gonna apply. We should wait for that, and the controller will be reboot. Maybe it takes longer. We can just verify like this. 192.168.1.10, and we should wait for the ping. As soon as the ping become to the reply from something, so it's timed out. We will browse that again. I'm going to show you the configurations. We should wait for that. Yeah, it's up now. So I'm going to close that one and come here and type 192.168.1.10. So the second attempt, it should be HTTPS. Hit on the enter. Good. Login. Admin and admin123 with capital A. Let's go inside the controller and see. Okay, perfect. This is the back side or back view of the controller. So this interface is up. It is the interface which is connected to the core switch. And let's go one by one. The first thing, let's go to the controller. As long as we would like to work on inter-VLAN routing and we have different VLANs, we should here assign interfaces based on the VLAN. But before that, we should see which port now is up. Look, different ports based on the interfaces that the controller has. So port number 1 is the link. Look, the link is up. So we should assign port number 1. Go to the interfaces. Let's see. The first thing is the management, which is an untagged. And this is the basic IP address or the IP address of VLAN 1, but we're going to go for VLAN 2, 3, and 4. How? Click on the new. The first one, which is supposed to be for guests, and VLAN ID is on VLAN 2. Apply. So port was port number 1, and VLAN 2. Choose an IP address 192.168.2.10. Netmask 255, 255, 255.0, gateway 192.168.2.1. This is the IP address of interface VLAN 2. And this one, this IP address is what? Is the IP address that we've assigned here. Go to the services, to the DHCP here. We've assigned an IP address, look, for the wireless LAN address. So this interface is the interface that we're going to add exactly here. So this address and the DHCP server. Could you remember the IP helper? That IP again. So I think we're good to go. Apply. Okay. Let's go to the other interfaces. So guest now is up. Look, we have guest. VLAN 2. This is the IP address. Dynamic circuit. Let's go for the users. And on VLAN 3, go apply. Apply port was port number 1, VLAN 3, 192.168.3.10, 255, 255, 255.0, and gateway 192.168.3.1, 192.168.1.2. Very good. Apply. Interface, Yeah, this one is up. The last, which was for the member of the board. So just I'm gonna briefly call that as boards and VLAN 4. Apply. So port number 1, 192.168.4.10, net mask 255.255.255.0, and the gateway is 192.168.4.1 and 192.168.1.2. Apply. If I'm not mistaken, I added all of the numbers correctly, so hopefully there won't be any errors or problem or something like that, because all of them are good. In the meanwhile, let's connect the access points to the FA03, because this one is access as well. So let's connect all of them. Come here. Next step. So we have different VLANs. Let's go to the WLANs. Or before that, let's go to the security. I'm going to show you something, and then we'll come back to the SSIs. Looks, there is nothing here. We can add something here. How? This tab is security. And what does this mean? It means if you have some AAA server or proxy server, you can add it here. How? We know that this one is capable of AAA as well, so we can just click on the client name, maybe again the office. It's not just a name, I'm just picking a name, it's not very important. So client type is 192.168.1.10, secret again the same. Look, these are optionals based on you, but I'm just adding a name and number. So, and also bank of username and password, for example, I don't know, admin. We can add that here. We can add, for example, engineer and engineer, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 as password, something like that. This will be like our repository of all of the passwords. And this is on, so we're gonna close that one and come here. So just click on the new, and look, the index priority is 1, that's the highest priority. So the server 192.168.1.2. The second was admin 123 with capital A, and the port was 1645 if I'm not mistaken, and apply. So now there we go. We can see we have a AAA server here, and we'll see the result of that. And let's come here, the wireless tab. So these wireless networks will come up on that tab. Maybe we should wait. So I'm gonna pause the video and just reboot these wireless networks, and then I turn these access points off and on, and it turned out there was still the problem. And finally I realized there was a misconfiguration that I did. At first on the DHCP part, what was the problem? Look at here, I've assigned the interfaces which I added after that. By the time I assigned that interfaces here, I hadn't assigned them yet. So what happened? At these access points, they try to connect to the IP addresses that at that time didn't exist. So this was the problem. And as we have IP routing, all of them have access to this. Look, if you come here, we can see, yeah, perfect. So we have all of them here. We have a list of interfaces with their IP addresses. And now they can broadcast, they can propagate. But let's go further. We added the AAA server here. We have our wireless here. And on the controller, what do we have on the interfaces? We have that, look, We have that VLANs, and finally, let's go for the SSIDs. What do we need? We need 3 different SSIDs. This is the first thing that we've made at the first. We're not gonna use that one, so just create a new. The first one for the guests, SSID is maybe guests SSID. This is the second one, so the ID is 2. Apply. Let's see what do we have here. By default, it's disabled, so click on the enable. And here, look interface, which VLAN? For the guests, which is VLAN 2. Let's go to the security, WPA2, WPA policy. I'm gonna go for that one, PSK, and just pick a number, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 to 9 for the guest. Layer 3, nothing. And look here, we can use our AAA server, but in that video, I'm not gonna work on that. Maybe for the first access point, I can use it, or for that one also I can use it, but I'm gonna show you something more. Not AAA, let's work for that. We can come here on the advanced tab. We have something flex local switching. You can search for that, look, and also just here, flex local switching is not supported with IPsec, and it is the capability of that controller to refer the access point to connect the internet and propagate that. So I'm gonna click on both of them, and also look, there's a description and you can study more for that, but anyway, apply. I think it's done. Come here again on the VLAN tab, go for the other one, users, SSID users, SSID, ID is 3, apply. The same procedure, enable. And for the users, go to the security, WPA2, and PSK. For that one, maybe from 9 to, from 9 to 1. The first one was from 1 to 9, the other one 9 to 1, and go to the advanced, enable these two, and apply. Go for the last one. For the members of the board, I'm just picking boards and boards SSID. So apply. It would be for the boards. Go to the security. We do need security. PSK, and for that one, maybe from Q to P on my keyboard. And come here and just click on these two and apply. WPA policy must be enabled. What I've missed here. Oops, yeah, that one would be. So enable. Let's go for the advanced. These two are ticked. And not AAA, so okay, good. Apply. So now we can check everything. I think we're good to go. Now we have our VLANs, we have our SSIDs, we can see here. And also here we can see, this here, the access points. So what do we need? Just add some laptops here. And on each and every laptop, just turn it off and throw it away. Add this one, come here to the desktop, to the wireless, the connect and refresh. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, we have guest SSID. So click on the connect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and connect. Perfect, that one works. Let's go for the other one. So I'm gonna throw it away, add the wireless network, come here, desktop, wireless, connect, refresh. The first one was guest, the other one will go for the user. Oops, sorry, I made a mistake. User, connect, and 987.645.321. Hit on the connect. Yeah, there is a problem, and I will tell you, because they are very near to each other. Maybe it's some sort of coverage or overlapping between the broadcasting area. So we can come here and let's go for the last one, which was the boards. The boards, so boards is not in the coverage of that one. And also we should check it here, why there is no board here. Because when we've made it, look, we have boards. Oh, this one is disabled. This is the problem. Should come here. And just click on the enable, apply. And then come here to see this is enable. And we should have board. Now it should work. Yes, we have boards. Look, we have different boards. I will tell you the reason of that. QWETRYP connect, yeah. So this one is connected to that. Maybe if you bring it here and try, I'm not gonna do that anyway. This is, you can put them, I don't know, in different places or make a distance between them. They're gonna connect one by one. And there is another reason why this one, this access point is broadcasting two different SSIDs. Because when we were, look at here, enable and show VLAN brief. Look, when we were configuring for I told you, for the future users or something like that, we did what? We have all of the VLANs here. And also this port is trunk. We can do what? We can assign this port as access and try to just type no before the VLAN numbers, and in this way we have we will just have VLAN 2 here. But this is the reason why we have two SSID at one access point. So this is whatever I wanted to tell you about how to configure DHCP with different VLANs, about the commands IP address helper or IP helper address. And yep, that's it. I hope it was good. I hope you enjoyed. And the best practice is you've seen how many problems or errors you may encounter while you're doing on your own. The best practice is that to do it on your own. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, just show a thumbs up, hit on the like button. If not, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay safe. Bye everyone.